In a year that's different in many ways, one SEC team epitomizes different in 2020.
Touchdown, Arkansas!
A brand that's seen dark days now bringing in dubs. A coach once doubted whose results have been deafening.
Hold up, I'm getting ready to.
A team whose expectations they've defied. Welcome into Razorback Stadium, everybody, home for SEC football tonight. I'm Nick Walters. Arkansas has been proving their naysayers wrong all during this turnaround season, stealing 2 games that their critics said they had no business winning against ranked opponents. And when they have lost, they've stayed in the game, step for step. But of course, the last time they stepped foot on that field, they made history. The team's first SEC home win since 2016. Tonight against Tennessee, they'll be trying to rewrite history a little bit more with their first consecutive home win in those 4 years. But of course, it's not going to be any easy task against a very, very angry Tennessee team coming off 3 losses. And you know that the bye week they just had made those losses sting a little bit more. Arkansas not doing jack squat offensively early, so it smells like a defensive stalemate kind of game. In the second quarter, Tennessee on the goal line, up 3-0. Eric Gray slices through a crease, touchdown Volunteers. Razorbacks continue to struggle to move the ball, and after a field goal, the Vols go into halftime leading 13-zip. Hogs in trouble being blanked thus far, but Sam Pittman, he had different plans.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
First drive out of the break for Arkansas, Felipe Franks darts one in for Mike Woods. Razorbacks are on the board, and watch out because the defense is starting to smell blood. Franks finds Woods down the sideline. He's marked out, but on the ensuing play, Franks has his target for 6. It's Blake Kern with his first career score. Hogs all of a sudden up 14-13 midway through the third. Barry Odom's defense was just in lockdown mode. Tennessee would only muster 16 yards in the third quarter. And Kendall Briles' offense found its stride too. Traylon Smith has room to run, and entering Tennessee territory. Moments later, Franks has time, surveys his options, tosses one up, and Traylon Burks is on the other end. A 59-yard strike. It's the longest offensive score of the year for Arkansas. A.J. Reed pads that lead, nailing a 48-yard field goal. Hogs up by 9, 24-13. Tennessee looking for any kind of life offensively, but those hopes would end in Eric Gregory's arms. Razorbacks defense has a field day, pitching a second-half shutout as the Hogs storm back from that 13-point halftime deficit to take this one 24-13. And you better believe that after this game, in the Razorbacks locker room, that jukebox was on and loud.
Turn The locker room was fun. That's why you coach. You want those moments. You want that time. You want to be with your kids and see their faces. That's one of the reasons why you coach. It's awesome.
Talk about the script being flipped. Arkansas down by a 2-possession score at half, up by a 2-possession score heading into the final quarter.
13-0. 13-0. What's the end of the game score? 24 points and 16 yards. I tell you what, momentum's so, you know what the momentum is, and we had it. I've been coaching a long time, and 13 points, it's not like we were down 50. And our locker room felt a little down whenever, so I just said, hey, look, man, we're going to get the ball. We're going to go score. Your defense going to hold them. We're going to be up before you know it. I told them the mind's so powerful, and your mind needs to tell you that we're going to go win the game, and here's how we're going to do it. And I didn't want to see any negative, I didn't want to see any heads hanging or anything like that because it was only a 13-point game.
Down 13 might not be down 50, but it's an SEC win, a rare sight in Fayetteville that's now been seen in 2 straight home games. The Razorbacks showed grit, resilience, talent, and more signs of this program returning to legitimacy.
Touchdown, Arkansas!
Arkansas is now 3-3 on the year, and they're on the road next week against Florida. Nick Walters, Fox 16.